Alright everyone, good morning. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2024 at 09:45. And today, we have our Day 1 Outlook to look at here. For the last day today, I am filling in for Jonathan Schlack, EAS and weather, as he is currently coming home from vacation. So I hope he had a good time on his vacation. He should be starting on his Outlook videos hopefully tomorrow. But I will be taking over for him today. So this is my last day for filling in for him. Excuse me about my allergies again. Gonna need to deal. So anyway, today's outlook, we've got a slight risk here, stretching from a little bit of Wisconsin here, but Wisconsin mainly has a marginal. But we have Illinois, a little bit of Indiana here. Iowa and Missouri, over into Kansas, and down into Oklahoma. So we got that slight risk there. We got this marginal here stretching from Wisconsin over into Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, a little bit of Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, a little bit of Texas, up into Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. Excuse me again. I have allergies, so you're going to need to deal with it. We have another marginal out here in Montana, Idaho. And we'll also have a marginal out here and a little bit of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And a little bit of New York State. So, let's see what we've got for today's risks. We got Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Aurora, and Overland Park under a slight. In Indianapolis, Milwaukee, Boston, Oklahoma City, and Omaha under a marginal. So, let's see what we've got for today's tornado risk. Looks like we only have it here in a 2%. From Wisconsin over into Illinois, into Missouri, up into Iowa. So those 4 states right there having a 2%. So the cities would be Chicago, St. Louis, Madison, Aurora, and Rockford. So I definitely would say an EF, maybe a brief EF1 could touch down if it becomes strong enough. Alright, our damaging wind risk. We've got just a little bit of Wisconsin under it, but mainly Illinois, Indiana, a little bit of Kentucky there, if you can see that. We got Missouri out into Kansas and Oklahoma up into Iowa, so also having under the 15%. We do have this 5% extending from Wisconsin over into Michigan, down into Indiana, Kentucky, a little bit of Tennessee, Missouri, over into Oklahoma, Kansas, down into Texas a little bit, Kansas, into Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. We also have this 5% here. Excuse me. We also have this 5% here in Montana and Idaho. And we also have this 5% over here in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So, anyway, here we go. We got Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Aurora, and Overland Park under the 15%. In Indianapolis, Milwaukee, Boston, Oklahoma City, and Omaha having the 5%. I definitely would say in the 15%, you could see damaging winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour could be possible. 5%, you could see 60 to 70 miles per hour possible. We did have a destructive storm last night for Kansas City, so yeah, please be mindful of that. Anyway, today's hail risk, we have a 15% here, just a little bit of Wisconsin, a little bit of Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, down into Kansas and Oklahoma. We got this 5% up here extending from Wisconsin over into Michigan, down into Indiana, a little bit of Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, a little bit of Nebraska here, Iowa, and Minnesota. So we don't have any 5% out here, so that is good, but we do have one out here. Got the 5% for a little bit of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So let's see what we've got. We've got Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Aurora, and Overland Park having... excuse me. Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, Aurora, and Overland Park having a 15%. And Indianapolis, Milwaukee, Boston, Oklahoma City, and Omaha having a 5%. Definitely a 15% you could see hailstones of 1 to 3 inches. 5% you could see 1 to 2 inch hail with this. So anyway, let's see what the summary says today. It says, scatter... Whoop, it decided to reset on me. It took that long this time. So it says, scattered severe thunderstorms are possible across parts of the Midwest through tonight. Severe gusts capable of damage, wind damage and large hail are the primary risks with the strongest thunderstorms. So yeah, that's basically today's risk. So there's today's hail risk, today's wind risk, today's tornado risk, and our overall day one outlook. So I do hope that you have enjoyed. Once again, I am filling in for Jonathan Schlack, EAS and weather, as he is currently coming home from vacation. So this was my last day one outlook of filling in for him. I will continue to make the outlook videos, but he should be able to start uploading tomorrow. So anyway, that was it. So Jonathan, I'm very glad I was able to fill in for you, and I'm able to do it whenever the heck you need it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. If there is, hi YouTube. If there is anything that will be updated later today, I will come back on here and update. But if not, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.